Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you'd have watched our previous video on the recent train fair we went to, you've heard me say that unless there's an expensive item I'm particularly after, I like to have a rummage around the stalls and pick up different stuff that's also relatively cheap, just to give them a try, especially if it's stuff I've never had before. And in that video I picked up two Kleinbahn electric locomotives, which I've only ever had one Kleinbahn before, which is a steamer, and the mechanism of it was very different from what we're used to. So I thought what I'll do with these two, you probably saw them running briefly, they are beautiful runners, but I thought I'm going to take the top off and have a look, and we can have a look together and see what's inside them, see if they are markedly different from the usual Hornby Backman type stuff. So let's get these boxes out of the way. So the first one we're going to start with is this one. There's a good chance they are the same inside, to be honest. But I think we did have a quick look at this with quite a nicely detailed engine. Still haven't managed to work out how old they are, but I think Kleinbahn disappeared about 10 years ago. I'm not too sure. Now it looks to me like it should be quite easy to get this apart, so I'm just going to adjust the camera. And it looks like it should just be that screw there. So let's undo that and see what happens. I hope it's just that screw there, that'll be nice. It's a long old screw. Oh yeah, we're in, I think. Yeah, there we go. Quite a chunky shell, this one. And you can see there the strip for operating from the pantographs. So what have we got inside this one? Well, what we've got is two motors. I wonder why it needs two motors. It certainly runs well. But yeah, a motor at each end with nylon gears. Seriously meaty weight in the middle. And looking in there, I don't think any of this is going to fall out, is it? Pickups running on the treads of the wheels, so I'll have to keep an eye on them because it's likely to be picking up a bit of dirt. Two decent looking motors, has to be said. You see the lights on the front there, backwards facing, which is interesting. Oh, I see. So they light into this light channel. I think I've got a couple of old lemurs that have two motors in them as well. Or it might be Picos or Picos. That's obviously the pickup from picking up from the pantographs. It looks quite well lubricated in there already, so I haven't got to do anything. It's running well enough already. Yeah, so that's interesting, two motors. I know this is a heavy thing, but yeah, I'll tell you what, I think that's rather cool. two motors. Don't know what type of motors they are though, although I'm sure I've seen something similar to this. Actually, it may have been in my other Kleinbahn, was the same. So yeah, that's all right. Let's put that over there. Let's have a look in the other one. I bet this is the same actually. So we did look at this one as well. That bogey detailing is pretty good. Again, it's a screw on the top, so I reckon this is going to be the same. Oh yeah, this is the one with the crack there, and different buffer. See, which is the different one? The grey one, is it? Yeah. So that could do with being given a quick coat of paint to blacken that up. Let's just take these pantographs up. Yeah, nicely made pantographs. This is plastic though. It's obviously a strong old plastic, that one. How does that clip down? Have a look at that one. Wow, so it tilts forward over that clip there. Somehow. I'll come back to that. Right, let's take the top off of this one. It's going to be the same though, isn't it, I think. I do like having a look in these less common locos, see what they're like. This one doesn't want to come off. Any other screws? Can't see any. Maybe this one's got clips. I can't see any other screws on there. This other one have clips on it. No, the sides are all smooth. That could be on there. Could be a clip, right. I'll have a bit of an investigation and I'll be right back. Right, I've got it. This one's clipped. this one was clipped on a bit more. I think the other one had clips, but they didn't seem to grip it so much. Yeah, it's these bits here. They sort of clip down on the chassis. But it is pretty much the same, with the contact strip up the top. And again, 2 motors inside. With the metal worm gear and the nylon actual gears. Backwards facing lights. At least it's nice and easy to service. Pickups running on the treads again. Bit of a loose wire there by the looks of it. Yeah, that might need a drop of solder on that. Although the lights are working, maybe the shell's pressing it on there. I'm guessing that should be connected to this here somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much the same as the other one. Yeah, I just find it interesting looking in these different makes to see how they do things. And sometimes you think, hey Hornby, why haven't you thought of doing that? Again, I don't know why it would need 2 motors, but runs well enough, so why not? And obviously it looks like these clips here, if I flick that up I could actually get the motor out. I'm not going to do that because I don't need to do anything because it runs so well. So yeah, there we go. Just thought you'd like to have a look inside a Kleinbahn, and if you're anything like me, you've never looked in one of these before, possibly never even owned one. Interesting way of doing it. Yeah, I like that. Nice system. And everything seems to be nicely lubricated already, so it's obviously been looked after, despite the crack and the obvious drop on the floor at some point. Not to worry. So there we go. Just thought I'd show you something, maybe might be a bit interesting for you to have a look. I'm just running in a couple of the other engines from the toy fair. Got the Dapol Colic goods up back there, although I've stopped that for the minute because it is a bit noisy, that one. And then down on the main line we've got the Lilliput Imperial Eagle coaches, pulled by the gorgeous Brava streamlined, also Imperial Eagle badged engine there. And the Royal Scot thing pulling the post. So there we go. Thought you'd just like to have a look inside a Kleinbahn if that's interesting, or maybe not in the slightest. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.